Hello, Pisces, and welcome. I'm Jessie. This is Playful Moon Tarot. So grateful to have you here. And this is a general reading that is designed to resonate with sun, moon, and rising signs. And since this is a general reading, the entire message may not resonate with you, but please take what is in alignment with your own truth and kindly leave the rest as that is for somebody else. We are going to be looking at the energies that are coming at you the beginning of August, the 1st to the 15th, the energy you are moving away from, the current energies around you, and the energies coming at you. So with the star card, the energy you're moving away from, there's something about kind of feeling a little bit out in the dark, kind of cut off from spirit, maybe feeling a little bit lost and not really feeling like things were happening in your favor. And I feel like there was a little bit of a turning point, and you guys kind of started to see some of these blessings coming in, and you guys are starting to see where some of these things that you guys have been wanting to see come to fruition have the potential to start to show up in your life. Sticking to those daily habits and routines has been really important for you guys. And with this Justice card, I really feel like things kind of balancing out for you guys. For some of you guys, you might be going through some legal matters, and it's really going to require some strength, but just really keeping the faith as we go through these changes and really trying to stay focused on the feeling that we want to feel in the end, right? Our end goal, our end feeling. And with this Strength card kind of coming up as the energy you guys are moving towards, really relying on your inner strength. Some of you might be kind of going on a little bit of a solo journey, kind of turning inward, maybe reassessing and reevaluating things that are close and personal and near and dear to your heart. That could be relationships, living space, family relationships. Really just slow down and try to take some time for yourself too. Self-care is a really big theme right now, really taking care of ourselves, slowing down, trying to stay grounded. It's really kind of hectic energy out there. If you are astrologically sensitive, I do also recommend watching a astrology forecast from an astrologer who you resonate with. There's just a real sense of big energies, big changes. You know, we're all kind of feeling it in our own ways. And I feel like we're all getting kind of sick of it in our own ways, right? But trusting that where the universe is kind of pushing us is going to end up actually being more beneficial for us and more beneficial for where we're going and where, kind of fate and karma and everything is kind of leading us. So, with this energy, Pisces, there's really going to be a call and a test of faith. And I hate to say that, but you're not alone. I'm not trying to diminish your guys' reading. I'm just saying this has really been showing up for everybody. So if you can take a little bit of comfort knowing that you're not being picked on, please do. The energy is just really intense for everybody. For you guys with this reading, so the King of Cups and the Four of Wands. I really feel with this Star card, this King of Cups, I really feel like you guys are looking for more emotional fulfillment in your life. I feel like that's something that you guys have been wishing after, wanting after, pining after. There's really this sense of an emotional fulfillment wanting to take place. Seeking more emotional fulfillment in your current reality and feeling that there's like a little bit of a lack of that. This Four of Wands card, I feel like there's been a little bit of some idealistic thinking around relationships. And I think that for those that have been a little bit more idealistic, these changes are going to be a little bit harder to go through. So ask for help, find support, find a counselor, find friends, lean on your family members, whoever you have as a good support team coming up with this energy that you guys are going to be encountering, and really trusting that whatever is falling away is just making room for something that is more in alignment with where you are going. You might not see the direction that you're going yet, but trust that there is a plan, trust and have faith that you are being guided. Four of Wands can talk about stability, relationships, marriages, but it's energy that we're moving away from, paired with the star and what I know about the kind of the energy for you guys. This really might be a reevaluation of some of your guys's personal relationships as far as romantic engagements. Are they working? Is this a relationship you really want to be in? Is it serving you? It might be comfortable, but it might not be serving your highest good. These are things that you're going to be asked to look at. With this Justice card, there is a sense of balancing and recalibrating, and things that are not in alignment for your highest good kind of being cut away. Seven of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. Some of the people that are currently around you might not have your best interest at heart. There could be some sticky energy. It could be potentially energy from people that aren't necessarily around you, but still think about you and are sending you some negative energy. Protect your space. So, like, call in your guides, burn sage, burn, Palo Santo, whatever resonates with you. Really cleanse and clear your space energetically. If you need help, there's plenty of YouTube videos. There's books about clearing your space. There's different crystals. I'm not saying you have to go out and buy everything, but there are resources out there. So there are books, there's other, meditations, there's guided things on how to clear your space. There's books on how to clear your space. There are resources out there. Clear your space and ask your guides to set up a protective barrier. Okay. They'll know what to do. Ask them to set it up for your highest good. And that any energy that is being thrown at you that is not for your highest good, be directed up to your higher self, because your higher self will be able to process it and it won't land on you and be this sticky glob of energy that you're trying really hard to process. Okay, send it up to your higher self. Your soul's gonna know what to do with it. Okay, just protect your space. Protect your space. I don't mean that to sound in a paranoid way, but with both the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands coming out, I mean, this is just like trickery energy, lying, deceiving. Some of these relationships that you guys currently have are not necessarily in your highest alignment. And I'm sorry, sometimes these messages are hard to give, especially when they're not all fun and jazzy, right? Because who wants to hear that potentially their relationship isn't doing well? And it's something that you guys probably already know and are picking up on, but you don't want to be in that category, right? Nobody wants to be in that category. Nobody wants to look at their relationship and realize that it's no longer serving them, right? Because you might still really care about that other person. Those kinds of hard and challenging decisions, those are the decisions that I feel like this summer we are all asked to be making on like our own individual levels as well as the collective. With the astrology weather the way that it is, it's just kind of the energy. Nobody's really escaping from it, but I feel like it is meant to be this punchy and powerful to get us all to get into alignment with where we're going. I mean, the nodes just changed. If you're astrologically sensitive, can't stress it enough, go watch an astrology forecast for your sun, moon, and rising sign with an astrologer that you resonate with. It will help you to understand the energies that you guys are working with. Keep the faith and protect your energy, protect your space. And for those that feel like they need to spend some time alone, teasing things out, please do so, but please also ask for help and support. And if you don't feel like you can do it by yourself, please ask for somebody to hold space for you, okay? With the Tower also coming at you and the Three of Swords, there's probably going to be some very disappointing news. And with that being landing on the Strength card, I had a feeling that with the Strength card, there was going to be some really punchy energy that you guys are moving towards. With the Tower and the Three of Swords, the Three of Swords really talks about a loss. So some of you guys could really start to realize and accept that change needs to happen and certain relationships need to come to an end, which could be very devastating for you guys. And I hate to be the person that brings this news, but at the same time, I can't lie about the energy that I am picking up on in this reading. I can't lie about the meanings of the cards. It's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to sugarcoat it. We have to understand energy is tough to work with sometimes. It's not always light and airy and fluffy and fun, okay, like cotton candy. Sometimes it is sticky and muddy like tar, and it's hot and it burns and it sucks. And the only way through HE double hockey sticks is to keep going, right? Like when you're in the hot water, what's the best way out? Well, don't just stop. You're going to sit there and burn. You got to get out. You have to find your way through these changes. You have to blaze the path. And everybody at some point in their life has to be a trailblazer for themselves. Take care of yourself the best that you can. Self-care the best that you can. Find support the best that you can, okay? With the Tower and the Three of Swords, there's going to be some upsetting news. There's going to be some things that fall away. There's going to feel like the rug is being pulled out from underneath you. There's going to be some big changes that come your guys' way. Breathe and know that these really tough changes don't last forever. And you will eventually be able to look back at the changes that took place and have some type of an understanding and a wisdom and an insight and an epiphany moment. But sometimes we don't get that when we're in the thick of it. We want it because I feel like it would help make the process easier, more digestible. Sometimes when we have an understanding of why we are being asked to do certain things, or why are these energies showing up the way that they are, how can I best work with these energies, put together this tarot reading with an astrology forecast and you have more of a complete picture, okay? We can't escape some of these challenges and changes that we all have to go through in our life. So I am sorry, Pisces, that I have this kind of a reading for you guys. I think some of you guys already know what needs to change, and I think that there's a little bit of some idealistic hope that some of these things are going to work out, and they might, but they might not at the same time. So I just really want you to stay open to the possibilities that when these changes take place, that new opportunities are going to come in, okay? It's not just going to be everything goes away and you're left by yourself. It's everything goes away that needs to be cleared, and then the new things start to come in and you start to integrate them one at a time and start to rebuild, okay? So try to think of this as just a new chance, a do-over, right? Like a second shot at a different relationship, a second shot at having a better job, a second shot at, try to see it as a new opportunity, okay? I know it can be really challenging to do that sometimes. It's just the best advice that I have for you. And your love note from the universe is time. Too often it feels as though the hours turn to days, the days turn to months, the months turn to years, and suddenly the days of our lives have passed in the blink of an eye. But perhaps there is a reality, one where we don't think of time as something separate to us. What if, in fact, time is actually a product of us? What if, then, it is time that originates from us and not the other way around? It is when we start to realize that we are one with time when the magic happens. And I would show you these cards, but they're getting washed out with my lighting. So sorry, that's your love note from the universe. But also really be patient with yourself too during these changes. Be really patient and kind to yourself. Don't put any more pressure on yourself to do anything. Just try to follow your intuition the best that you can. Wake up, and what is your intuition saying that you should do that day? What does your higher self want you to focus on? Does it want you to rest? Does it want you to get out, go outside, have a little walk? Do you need to hydrate more on a certain day? Just try to follow what your inner guidance is telling you, and really try to stay focused on your connection with your spiritual team, your spiritual practice, your spiritual beliefs, and really trying to hold to the fact that the new things are on their way. Okay? It's like ordering a package from somewhere. Place the order, it'll get here eventually. Could be a week, could be 2. Depends on the shipping, depends on how far it's got to come. It depends on if there's any hangups, if there's any weather restrictions, okay? Try the best you can to just be as soft to yourself as possible during this time. So hopefully something in this message resonated. Hopefully I was able to encourage you to just keep the faith, hang on, change it. I mean, I've been going through it too. I've really been going through it. I know this reading is not about me, but just so you don't feel alone, I've have some really strong energy around me right now. It's asking me to do some really big things. So I feel you. Okay. I know that emotions can run really high. Try to ground and stay centered the best that you can. Okay. So if something in this message resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, love yourself, trust yourself, and believe in yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.